Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome back. This is the Clark Griswold YouTube channel, and I am Mr. Clark Griswold. Thank you guys for being here today. Listen, guys, if you are new to the channel, new to the Strat, if you're struggling with trading, if you're new to trading, this strategy and this channel is going to change the way that you guys trade. Nothing like you've ever seen before if you are new. Okay, but the first thing I need you to do is go down and click the subscribe button. Hit the bell. The bell is the important part. That bell will send you the notifications for when I send out videos like this one every single day for free for you guys. Okay, this is our watch list for Thursday, August 4th. I send them out every day. I send out top fives every day, weekly swings, monthly swings. And guys, I've got 300 plus videos to teach you guys how to trade this strategy, how to trade consistently, profitably, how to be patient, how to get in trades, how to get out of trades, what are the signals for you to get into a trade. We go through all of that. We go through that in this video. We go through that in the review videos. Everything that I've got will teach you how to trade this strategy. Okay, you can also find me on Twitter at Mr. Clark Griswold. If you guys have questions, comments, concerns, leave them in my DMs, tweet at me. I tweet all day about different setups that are coming through. I do the same thing on the Griswold Discord. Okay, it's brand new. I will leave the link in the description below. 95% free. There's a bunch of different trading rooms in there. There's a trading floor. We talk about all kinds of different things. There is also private rooms in there for the Griswold Gold memberships, including the trading bots, which have been phenomenal. They're sending out great trade setups for the members, and guys are succeeding off them, and it's great. They don't have to go searching for trades anymore. Those trades are coming to them, and they're just jumping into the trades based off of what the bot is showing them. What else we got? Let's get into some meat and potatoes here. The TradingView platform here. This is what I use to chart TradingView. That's what you see on your screen. If you're looking for something like this, or if you've never used TradingView before and you're interested, there's a link in the description below under TradingView. Click that link. You'll get a free 30-day trial. If you like it, you will get up to $30 off of a subscription if you decide to use their service. I use the Pro Plus version of it. It works great for me. I enjoy it. What else? Ads. Guys, the ads suck. I know they're annoying, but those ads keep these videos free for you guys. And like 95% of my content is free. Okay, and I want to keep it that way. I want you guys to be able to learn for free. And if you want a little extra help or the little extra things, that's the 5% that costs a little bit more, but I'm giving this stuff out for free. But the stuff that keeps it free are the advertisers that put those ads on. So I'm asking you to please let those ads roll through and go grab a snack, go grab a drink, come back. We'll run through the watch list. It sucks. It's 15, 30 seconds though. Let it play through. And I'm going to thank you in advance for that. I appreciate it very much. And we'll talk about the Griswold Strat indicator that's available on TradingView, but not in the indicator tab. You got to get in the link down below, or the Discord, or from my Twitter page, okay? But we'll talk about it as we run through it. The first play I've got here, guys, is NEO. I love NEO, okay? I got really lucky on NEO during COVID. I made a lot of money on it. I watched it quite consistently. I know that it moves in big ranges. It gets these big candle moves, and it's great for option plays. Okay, the spreads between the bid and the asks are so tight, like within pennies. We can get in, we can get out on market orders, no problem. We're not into the trade in a negative value. We're not 10% under when we jump into a trade. So I'll explain what I mean there. I also did a short video explaining it, so you guys can check out that as well. It's only about a minute long. It's just a small little clip. NEO. Okay, I put this out on Twitter off of the 30-minute chart. We're going to go through something before we get into this chart here, or before we go into our setups. Okay, I sent this out on Twitter, and this is exactly how a broadening formation, guys, this is how a broadening formation works. We have these lower lows to higher highs, and then lower lows and higher highs, and lower lows, and where are we going next? That's what our setup is. So you can go back to the 15-minute chart on this and see how it ran. It did the exact same thing, okay? Lows, highs, lows, highs, lows. We can go to the 5-minute. It'll show you the exact same thing. Just takes a little longer. Takes the same amount of time, but here you go. Lows, highs, lows, highs, lows. Okay, it's the way it works. It's what the broadening formations do. And price aggregates. Cyberdog Jermaine will tell you, price does not bounce. It can't bounce. Well, it aggregates. It's like a heartbeat, right? Low to high, low to high. It looks like a heartbeat. Boom, 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 boom. That's what it does. We're looking for the boom now. Next one will be the boom, boom. Okay? So let's go to the day. NEO has this. This is the broadening formation that I drew on the 30. Okay? It'll still takes effect here. It still works. Lower lows to lower lows, higher highs to higher highs. Okay? Still working. Okay? We are going to look for a break on NEO to the high side off of this weak-looking hammer candle. We'll take calls at 2037. Our first target is 2095. Guys, people ask me how I play my options. This is how I play them, okay? 2037 is the strike, or the trigger. 2050 would be my strike, or 21 would be my strike, and I'll take the closest expiry, which will be Friday on NEO. You guys can take closer expiries. You can get further out. I wouldn't get further out. I would take as close to that money as you can get, okay? And I know it's cheaper when you buy a $22 call instead of a $20.50 call, but it doesn't help you, okay? Because if you never get to 22 bucks, the price isn't going to move, okay? It'll move very, very slow. But again, you guys can do what you want. I'm teaching what I do here. If you like it, I'm glad you do. And let's learn together and earn together. Okay, so that NEO call, 2037, we're going to look for the calls at 2095. So the other thing I was saying, guys, we'll go into this real quick and then we'll move on to the rest of the plays. The spread between the bid and the ask. On NEO, the spreads, if that bid is $1, that ask is like $1.01, $1.02. And that's the way I like to play it, because when I jump in on a market order, I don't want to have to wait for a limit order to fill. I want to jump in on a market order, and when it's only 2 pennies difference, I can jump into a trade and be 1 or 2% under, because I know that trade is going to likely go in the right direction, and that 1 to 2% to the negative side isn't going to matter on a 40% play. The problem is when I get into those 10% plays. So when we're looking at something that has like a 90-cent bid and $1 ask, or a $1 ask and a $1.10 bid and a $1 bid and a $1.10 ask, we're 10% out on a market order when we jump into that trade. And I'm not jumping into a trade down 10%. It makes 0 sense to me. That's not saying that you guys can't do that. It's not the way I play it, and I never will. Okay? The only time I will ever do that is on a 50% retracement play, like a Sarah Strat Sniper 50% rule play. I will jump in on a limit order for that if the spread is a little wide, but I'll try and go as high as I can to that ask price. And if it doesn't get filled, then it doesn't get filled. But I'm a market order guy. I buy market, I sell market. Okay, so that's why I like those tight spreads. Let's go on to XLU here, and I'm going to try and run through these real fast for you guys because I already took up a bunch of your time. Okay, SPU. XLU, 2 down, hammer candle. Guys, this color does not matter. Yes, it's green. Yes, it gives us a higher probability that this is going to trend to the upside. In addition to that, 2 down, hammer candle, bullish pattern. Okay, we have time frame continuity all on our side. That means we have buyers across the board. They're buying from the month. They're buying over the last 3 months. They're buying over the year. They're buying over the week. Okay, we have buyers in XLU, which is a utilities ETF. Okay, so we are going to look for calls on this at 74.50 and first targets at 74.78. This is the great thing about the Strat, guys. The Strat tells you exactly what to do. The candlesticks, they're reading stories to you. They're telling you what to do. They're saying, here's my trigger, buy me here. Here's my target, sell me here. Okay, that's what we're looking for. They're telling you what to do, and if it accomplishes that, if we trigger and we hit targets, the candlesticks told you what they were going to do, and then they did it. And again, it doesn't always happen, but probabilities and the price action tell you that that's likely is what is going to happen. Okay, so that's what we've got on XLU. GE has a 2 down that finished red, preceded by an inside bar. So we call this a Rev Strat, a 1, 2 down, 2 up reversal. And remember I said the color doesn't matter? I don't care if this is red or green. Okay, we can look for a reversal to the upside on this, and we're going to take calls at 75.29 if it does, and we're going to take profit at our 2 targets here. Okay, and if we trigger, our time frame continuity is going to be green across the board outside of the year. Now, I don't just stay on these I don't stay on the daily chart. If we're triggering, I'm hopping down to the 5-minute because that's what I like to play off of. Some guys like OG Trades does it off of the 15. You guys can find what works for you. If it's the 5, great. If it's the 15, great. If it's the 30, great. But that's how you get, that's how you make sure you stay in a trade and how you make sure you're getting stopped out on a trade accordingly, okay? Because if you're just riding this day trade here, if you're just riding this trigger and calling this your bottom on the day trade, not going to work for options. You're going to lose all your money on an option play, okay? Little different on common shares. You're not going to lose as much, okay? But options and commons are two totally different stories. Pinterest is up next. Pins gapped up on Wednesday or on Tuesday, and then we have this little inside bar shooter candle or inverse hammer. Okay, we do have full time frame continuity to the upside, so I would like to see this go to the upside. We can take calls at 22.79. We do have a gap to fill here though, so puts are also very probable at 22.21. Okay, Twitter is up next. TWTR. Twitter has another one of these 1-2-2 reversals, 2-2 to the downside though. Okay, and we've got time frame continuity on our side outside of the quarterly. So puts at 40.89, and then we've got our first and second targets marked out. This is not a play that I want to look at, guys, for our watch list, but I wanted to bring it up because I ran into this problem with Ford. I missed it. So we called this double inside bar out to see what would happen. Well, we stayed double inside bar, and we moved to a triple inside bar. Okay, the thing about this is, you notice this big white, this is what you call a mother bar. Okay, there's two, look at this thing. We are stuck inside this thing. How long is it going to trade within this range? I have no idea. So we're not even looking at this because of that. I jumped in on Ford options today. 35 cents. It went up to like 37, I think. 38. I didn't get out when it hit targets. I was hoping it was going to go. Again, hoping. I messed up because I was basing my trade off of hope. And that's not the way you do things. Okay, so I end up taking a 10% loss. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. It is what it is. But I didn't realize till after that Ford was stuck in that mother bar. And you can go look at it and see, but stuck in a mother bar, and it just kind of traded in between there. And I ended up losing on the trade, but again, that's okay. So I wanted to show you this mother bar here, and that, yes, there's this triple inside bar here, and it's rare. We're not looking at it because of that mother bar. Airbnb, big green bar here, okay? Big green bar, bullish. Full time frame continuity outside of the year. We're going to look for calls at 115.57. First targets, marking out right there, 117.78. AMD's got the exact same thing. It's got a bullish candle, bullish green candle, 2 down, finish green. And we are going to look for calls on AMD as well. It's got higher premiums, that the spreads are great on it. 98.74 for the trigger, $100.97 for the target. BBBY, I think this had a 2 down green. There we are, full time frame to the upside outside of the year. Call 614, first target 653. Citigroup, Citibank, inside bar. Okay, you're new. Let's talk about inside bars. Inside bars, guys, show consolidation within a stock. They stay within the range of the previous candle. They do not break the high. They do not break the low. And when you see this yellow bar is part of the Griswold Strat indicator, paints the inside bars yellow for you, paints the outside bars white for you, gives you this time frame continuity, gives you this candlestick numbers. Okay, when you see an inside bar, I want you to think of a spring getting loaded or a jack in the box. Because when those things go and break their triggers, the probabilities of them being profitable are very high. Okay, I'm going to go back and find one. Here you go. We'll just look at the one. Okay, but it triggered, hit target 1, target 2 on the gap. This was a great play. On Citigroup, you would have made a lot of money on that thing. So they don't always work. They're not foolproof, but probabilities tell us that they have really good opportunities to work out and be profitable for us, okay? Chewy is up next. I think Chewy has an inside bar as well. It does. So Chewy, we can take calls at 42.14, puts at 40.84. Guys, this pink line is to go 2 up on the week. So if we trigger to the upside with time frame continuity and hit first targets, we are going to be 2 up on the week. That's good news for Chewy to continue on an upward trajectory. How are we for time? We're good. 2 down green on JP Morgan Chase, calls at 114.11, targets at 114.40. Coca-Cola, cheap premiums, great spreads on the bid and the ask, usually, okay? So we can look for calls on this one at 64.10. We got a 2 down green. We'll look for this to continue to trend up on KO. Netflix, I don't have targets marked on here. I don't believe. Inside bar on Netflix. Oh, I do, but they're really crappy. Calls at 228.11. Full time frame to the upside. Yes, the week and the month and the quarterly are all stuck inside bar. It doesn't matter to me as much, guys, because my trades are only like, I'm in a trade for less than an hour and a half. Probably less than an hour. Okay, I like to get into trades. I like to get out of trades. Now, I might only be in it for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, 40 minutes. I don't like to sit in them, okay? That's not, it's not how I like to roll. It doesn't have to be you guys, but I like getting in and getting out and making my money. That's part of why I do the market orders. I like getting in. I like getting out. Okay, so don't worry about the inside bars if you're scalping or day trading like that. Okay, it's not as big of an issue as if you are holding them longer like Cyberdog would. Okay, and he's the guy that talks about that all the time about not trading the inside bars, and it's a good rule actually to have. I don't feel like I need to use it when I'm only in a trade for an hour or so, okay? So that's Netflix. Wouldn't be on my top 5 for sure just because it's Netflix and the spreads aren't great. And anyways, that sounded so depressing. Plug Power, okay. Again, I put this one on here not because it's a real actionable signal. We're looking for a 2-2 continuation on here, and a lot of stratters say not to play the 2-2s. That's fine. You don't have to. You can. This has time frame continuity to the upside. It's got a Thor hammer, a hammer candle, which is a bullish pattern, okay? So we can take triggers here if we want at 23.59. Be very careful because the first target is not great. It's very, very small. So it's very possible that, let's say we open up here. Let's put a square here. Okay, let's say we open up here. It's very possible that we just do this. Come up this high, right? Maybe we only do this. And then it's possible that this just does this, okay? And we end up outside bar. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but it's very possible that we just hit that target and we come right back through. So if you are playing it, just be cautious, okay? PayPal. PayPal had this big two up that finished red, okay? So we're going to look for puts on this one, 97.27, and our targets are marked. I had to mark these targets all the way back into April and May through here. This is your ultimate target here to fill that gap, but you can use these as intermediates on the way down. Okay, INTC is up next. INTC, hammer candle, 2 down, finish green, time frame on our side up to the month. Calls at 36.59. First target sucks at 7 cents. Next one is way up here. Again, I just want to give you guys a heads up. It's very possible that we open up there. We come through the trigger. Maybe we only hit the target there. Whoops. Maybe we hit target just like that. Okay. And then this happens. Okay. It's very, very possible. So just be cautious when those first targets don't have a lot of magnitude to them. Okay. Last one I've got on the list here, guys. XLV. XLV has a 3-1 setup. 3-1 setups are they're very rare. It's still an inside bar. We're still taking a break of an inside bar. It's just got an outside bar in front of it. So, or a 3 bar. Okay, so this one didn't work great. We got some movement there, but it wasn't great. This one, we got some movement there and it wasn't great. And again, these aren't foolproof. They don't always work. But here's another one. We hit triggers and then targets. They don't always work, guys. But that's why we have stop losses in place. So you can go check any of my review videos. It'll show you how to get out of the trade so you're not stuck and you're not wrecking yourselves. We'll see what happens with this broadening formation here. We've got lows to highs to lows to highs, back to the lows. Is this our high before we come down, or do we have room to come up a little bit further and maybe come into this 137 range on XLV? We'll see. We've got buyers across the board to the upside. We'll see what happens. Guys, that is the list. Make sure you're watching for the top 5. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe down below. Click the bell. Get on that Discord. I'll put the link in the description below. You want the Griswold Strat Indicator, you can find it on the Discord along with the Griswold Gold memberships. You can buy the bot separately, but it comes with the Gold membership along with one-on-ones and group meets and all kinds of other good stuff. So good luck trading on Thursday, guys. I hope you're green. Join us on that Discord. Let's trade together. Let's learn together and earn together. And we will see you guys all on the next one. Bye-bye.